The crisis in Ukraine has very swiftly shredded all the cosy assumptions about the relationship between Russia and the West. The latest casualty is the G8 summit, which was supposed to be hosted by Vladimir Putin in Sochi and which has now been scrapped. Then there's the tit-for-tat of targeted sanctions after President Obama launched financial drones, if you like, against Putin's inner circle. He starts a visit to Europe this week to talk Ukraine, while both sides are circling their wagons. Here's our political editor, Gary Gibbon.
Abandoning ship, the last of the Ukrainian forces are leaving naval vessels and army bases across Crimea. One Russian calls them rats. Another drives off shouting, "Glory to Russia."
They kicked us out, so why are we rats? We're not rats. What was I supposed to do, stay there?
In the Netherlands, the leaders of the world's richest industrial countries met and announced they were suspending Russia from membership. The G8 is back to 7 for now. And no one's coming to the summit Vladimir Putin was to host this June. 16 years after Tony Blair welcomed Boris Yeltsin to the rich world's club, his successor isn't welcome. This was Vladimir Putin with Premier Medvedev 2 months ago, proudly showing off the G8 venue at the Sochi Winter Olympics site. This the balcony where the group photo was meant to happen.
Europe and America are united in our support of the Ukrainian government and the Ukrainian people. We're united in imposing a cost on Russia for its actions so far.
President Obama was being shown the restored Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam ahead of a long-planned nuclear security summit in The Hague. There, the Russians were still allowed in. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Russia didn't think it would be a big problem if the G8 didn't meet.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to take your seats, please?
The UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon said he worried that Ukraine had given up nuclear weapons after the collapse of the Soviet Union in return for guarantees for its borders. Other countries, he said, might not sign such deals in future. China's President Xi was amongst the leaders treated to this opening display at the nuclear summit. In Crimea, throughout the day, Ukrainian military personnel have been leaving the peninsula. The last remnants of resistance have all but gone, less than a month since President Putin claimed Russia's right to intervene here.
Gary Gibbon reporting.